It's very nice to be thought of as being pretty, as being, it's a plus. It's nice. It's not terribly important, but it is nice to have it in your favor.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here, and I really do appreciate your time. And I am coming to y'all, have my doobie on, just like I said in my post. I wanted to come on here and react to Dr. Umar. He just did a video where he talked more in detail about some of the specifics regarding his failure to be a father to his daughter, why he wasn't there, what, sort of dynamic does he have with his oldest daughter who complained, and his baby mom that he calls Mama Smurf. So he calls Baby Smurf and Mama Smurf. I'm gonna play the clip so you guys can hear from his own mouth what reasons he gave. But basically, all I could really say is that I think that this is a video that he should have done weeks ago. He should have been this open and honest about what these specific details are, because he spent a lot of time telling people that his business wasn't their business. And I think that he thought really he could just kind of ignore this and not talk about it, and that it would be fine, that he could kind of like just push this to the background and nobody would care about, what he's been talking about. But he found out very quickly that when you are a public figure and your reputation is what gives you the credence to talk on certain subjects, and how you can, ask for donations, and people are basically giving you money. Like, you are your brand. So if people don't believe in you, if people don't trust you, then you're cooked. So I think he quickly came to the realization that this is not something that he can sweep under the rug. And so instead of asking people's questions in a lie when they would ask him directly, he decided to do this type of video, which, like I said, I think he should have been did this. The problem is that Dr. Umar did not take the time when he had people listening to him and talking to him to like give his real opinion, really like address the stuff that was going on. Like, he didn't really like take his time to use that to get in front of whatever he was talking about. And so now he's in a space where he's kind of just like trying to play jump up or catch up rather, and he's trying to tell people to stay out his business. But you can't do that when you're a public figure that does what he does. And then the other issue is, because it's too late now, because she spoke about so many personal things that he didn't take the opportunity to give his narrative first, now he has to like do all this talking. I don't personally feel like Umar can come back from this to where he was. No, I don't think he can. I think that time has passed, and that part of that, a piece of his reputation is damaged. I don't think that he will be able to warrant the same pull and the same trust and respect that he once had. But to be fair and to give credence to what he was saying, I know what it's like to have a court order but have a baby mama that wants to violate it all the time. And no, when someone violates the court order, there is nothing that happens, right? So there is no one that comes and holds them accountable. There's no police that comes out. Like, none of that happens. Y'all basically have to wait till the next hearing that y'all will go in front of a judge, and then you have to present proof and evidence that the other partner has not been holding up their end of the court order. That is true. That is a real thing. And I understand what he means when he said, I just wanted to stop fighting with her. If that is indeed what happened, and he's not just saying that because now, people are looking at him like, well, sir, like, did you do anything to get your daughter back? So I don't know. I don't know what to believe of him that is a like legit, genuine reason, and what is just him presenting us with an excuse. Because like I said, he was basically forced to address all these things because and the time frame that he had to really speak out when she first started, you know, with this dragging him, he chose to be elusive and to speak in code and to not really take the opportunity to talk about what was going on. He didn't, which was severely stupid. But listen to the video and see what it is that you get from it. I'm not going to come back and speak on it because that's pretty much all I have to say. But thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.
Family court would never punish her. And I don't care what the people got to say. I got paperwork. She was never fined. She was never threatened with a fine. She was never incarcerated. She was never threatened with incarcerated. She was never stripped of her child. She was never threatened with being stripped of her child. Family court in Philadelphia did nothing about her violating the order over and over and over and over again. And when you became 10 years old, I still remember it like it was yesterday. When you became 10 years old and you used to come to my home, I saw in your face how much you didn't want to be there. I saw in your face. And do you know why you didn't want to be there? You already told the people, baby Smurf. You said because he was strict. You said because he was strict. Baby Smurf, I wasn't strict. All I asked you to do was take your time and do your homework. And when I checked your homework, when your homework wasn't correct, fourth grader, and when I checked your homework and your homework wasn't correct, fourth grader, I would make you do your homework over. I would make baby Smurf correct the errors in her homework, which is what any academically inclined parent should do. You did not want to do your homework at all. You did not want to do your homework over. Your homework was sloppy. It was lazy. It was rushed through. And I could tell back then that your mother was not an academic parent. I could tell then. I knew you was not being raised right, because there's no way in hell a fourth grader produces this type of homework. There's no way in hell a fourth grader has to do a homework over and over and over again. I had to make you do your homework over because you didn't want to do homework at all. You can credit your mother for that. You can credit your mother for that. You can credit your mother for that. So I knew that you were going to ask your mother not to come back to my house. I knew it because you didn't want to do homework. We had a lot of fun. We went to the zoo. We went to the museums. I took you to New York City to the Broadway play. Anything you wanted, I bought you. We had fun, but you didn't want to do your damn homework. And with all due respect, my ancestors died so we can get an education. With all due respect, my ancestors died. I'll be damned if a child in my house think they're going to get away with not doing homework the right way. And so I knew when you went back to your mother, I might not never see you again, because now it was not only Mama Smurf who wanted to keep you away. Baby Smurf didn't want to come either. And I don't have to tell the parents on this live that sometimes when children can't get away with what they want to get away with, they'll just tell the other parent, I don't want to go over there no more. How many fathers know what I'm talking about? How many non-custodial mothers know what I'm talking about? How many fathers know what I'm talking about? How many non-custodial mothers know what I'm talking about when you are all about the academics and your lazy ass child is growing up in a lazy ass home where academics don't matter? And they come to your house and they got to do their homework the right way. And they so used to not doing the homework at all. So they tell the mother, I don't want to go over there no more. That's what happened. You and your mama made that decision. You were a child, so you should have had no authority in the situation. But I knew that once you told your mother I was too strict, I knew my days were numbered. See, we got through kindergarten. We got through kindergarten. You see that? But we couldn't get through fourth grade. That was just too much. So you bailed out and your mother helped you bail out. And after 10 years of fighting your mother, first of all, I was in your life consistently until the age of 6 or 7. I was in your life consistently until about the age of 6 or 7. I was in your life consistently until about the age of 6 or 7. In fact, I had you more than your mother had you. I had you more than your mother had you. The first 5, 6 years of your life, I had you more than your mother had you. Oh, yes, I did. And I got all the paperwork. I had you more than she did. She was still the custodial parent on paper, but I had you more than her. I had you more than her. Okay? And when you lied and said he wouldn't drop me off, so my mom had to send the police to his house to get me. You lied and said he didn't drop me off, so my mom had to get the police to go to his house and get me. Guess what? Do you know why your mother had to bring the police to my house to come and get you? Do you want to know why your mother had to bring the police to my house? Because your mother was not at the pickup point on time. Your mother often did not show up to get you, young lady, because she didn't want to be bothered. And I didn't need her, so I simply took you back home. I didn't need her, so I simply took you back home. Let me say that one more time. Your mother did not show up to get you. And when a parent doesn't show up to get their child, the other parent takes the child back home. Your mother knew that if she did that too much, I could go to court and probably get full custody. So she brought the police, making it look like I never dropped you off. I was there. She wasn't there. Your mother did that several times, not picking you up and then bringing the police to my house, probably because she was out doing her. Probably because she was out doing her and she didn't feel like coming to get you at the agreed upon time stated on the custody paperwork. So when she decided she was ready to come get you, she would bring the police to my house and make it look like I was breaking the law. Let's tell the truth. You said you asked for my youngest daughter's phone number. I don't have that. We're going to talk about the evil vegan in a minute. I don't have my youngest daughter's phone number. And if I did, you wouldn't get it. You wouldn't. I'm not introducing you to my baby girl. Me and you got to get reacclimated first. And from what I've seen from you, you have no business being around my youngest daughter. You are into lifestyles I don't agree with. Your mouth is filthy. Somebody sent me a video clip of you calling your younger sister, respect to the princess. Somebody sent me a video clip of you calling your 13-year-old baby sister on your mother's side a bitch. You called that girl a bitch just because she asked you to get off the live. She said, this ain't right. This is not how you do this. You told her to get the F-U-C-K out your room. You pushed her out your room, slammed the door, and called her a B, and yet you say you're supposed to be guiding my daughter. You're supposed to be a role model for my child. You are out of your mind. You are out of your mind. That is no role model at all. Calling little sisters B's, telling them to get the F out your room. You're no type of role model. You will not be around my child until you show yourself able and respectable and responsible enough to be around my child. Let's continue. You said, I'm 22. My dad has never been to any parties or graduations. I'm 22. My dad has never been to any parties or graduations. He has never been in my life. Excuse me? He has never been in my life. Excuse me? I've been in your life until the age of 10, when you got tired of doing homework and told your mother not to send you over there again.